We're not recording. We're going live, baby. It's fine. See ya. No, thank you.
What do you want to cover first? Fire weather?
No, I don't think people care about that.
What do they care about?
Wind advisory. Yeah. I guess
We'll do that.
we gotta put the wind advisory thing on there. You got that?
With what?
The watches and warnings. Red flag.
I have it. It pops up next. Couldn't put everything on there. It's too much. Block this. Oh, hey, we're unmuted.
Nice.
Mike is live. Yeah, Chris, we see that. Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Behind the scenes already. Thank you, Chris. Yes, Mike was unmuted.
Hey, I wonder if we're gonna get the copyright strike if we talked over the music.
Yeah, I know. Did we say anything
Yeah.
that we shouldn't have?
Fire weather.
We never say anything like that we shouldn't have when we have mics around. So that's always the key. But yeah, Chris, Mike is live. But hey, let's talk about some stuff here. This is what I was going to ask.
Yeah. Do you care about the fire?
Let's make sure. Like, here's my question: what do you want to see first? We've got multiple things to talk about.
Yeah.
We got fire weather. That's maybe someone nobody cares about.
Yeah.
We've got severe weather potential. Fire weather could be serious, though, and there's
Yeah.
a reason why it's been issued. There's a pretty serious fire danger tomorrow. Might not be for us. And then we've got severe weather potential and a front that's coming in because we got some people asking, so are we going to get wet?
It's $1 million question, right?
That is really the $1 million question. And why is that the $1 million question?
Because models suck.
Yeah, they do. They do. It's really tough. This is like reason we're doing this Facebook Live is there's a lot of factors that go into a forecast.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think these factors are being handled very well by the models. And we're going to show you what those factors are. But let us know. What do you want to see first? Severe weather potential, the big strong front that's moving in. So here's the top weather stories.
Yeah.
The top weather stories. Number one, the wind picks up tomorrow. It will be a warm wind, so it's going to be record breaking.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be really windy, though, which kind of contributes to the fire weather.
Exactly. And the dry air, too, that's especially off to our west. Now, there's a lot of chain reaction forecast to that. Because it's going to be dry, that will increase the fire danger. Where exactly will that dry line set up? How far east does the dry air push? All this plays a role in the storm forecast tomorrow. So it's all a chain reaction. You just want to know about hail. All right. Well, that's do I need to cover up my Gerber daisies? Yes. We are going to get well below freezing. And it's going to be cold. Not tonight. Yeah, you don't have to do anything tonight. You could be outside in shorts and a t-shirt tonight.
Right now, yeah.
But you might be smelling some smoke and going, what is the deal? I thought there's no burning that's allowed. Well, today the wind isn't too bad. Now it's picking up. But there's some pretty, let's just say, prescribed burns that are going on. Did you smell the smoke coming in? No. I did for sure. And there's some prescribed burns in Franklin County and that smoke kind of making its way north. Yeah. All right, enough chatting. Let's show you the watches and warnings. And this is the red flag fire warning that's in effect. So what is that? That is the tornado warning of fire danger. So what does this mean? It means the winds are going to be strong. The air is going to be dry and the vegetation is dormant. So the fuels for fires can spread rapidly. Yeah.
I think it was like 153 square feet per minute over Fayetteville for the Grasslands fire.
Is that I didn't know it had a dimension to it.
Yeah, it does. Huh? I can pull it up.
That's cool. That's something I've learned.
I thought it was very interesting.
I knew 153 was the value, but I didn't know what the units. I didn't know what the units were. But anyways. So flying into XNA tomorrow night, should we expect delays? I don't think so, but I think it's going to be a bumpy flight coming in. So be ready to hold on to your seat. My wife hates, I'm going to show you that here in just a second. My wife hates bumpy flights, so you're going to be dealing with that. It's going to be very turbulent, I believe, especially with this system rolling in. So Peyton's got it pulled up here. This is from Weather. Is that Weather 3 or Weather 2?
2.
All right. Here's a look at the critical grassland fire spreads. So
This
Can
is for
you-
tomorrow.
can you zoom in on that a little bit?
Yeah, a little more.
All right, let me get my camera off the screen. So there you get to see the values. Okay, so those values represent basically 249, which is near critical on the fire spread rates. So
Yeah.
that's pretty fast, man.
Mm-hmm.
249
It was
feet
153 today.
earlier, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a lot less. And the farther west you go, the drier it is. So the drier it
Mhm.
is, the faster fires can spread. So that's essentially the reasoning for that, for the red flag fire warnings. Now over us, we've got a wind advisory. Wind advisory is where you have gusts over 30 miles an hour, sustained winds, 20 to 25. It's going to be breezy. It's already breezy. There's a look at the wind advisory 9 a.m. to midnight tomorrow night. This is not today. Tomorrow the wind picks up. So there's the fire danger. Just to let you know, there's a 24-hour burn ban that's in effect for Benton County. However, it is not under the county burn bans. We figured that out today. A little bit confusing on the website. They said they're going to take care of that, by the way.
Good.
So if you're a Benton County resident and you go to Benton County website, bentoncountyaR.gov, you'll notice that it says burn ban countywide area issued, but it's essentially just a 24-hour burn ban. Oh, look, Rena can already hear the wind blowing. All right, so there's a look at the burn bans. There's 14 of them in total as of today. That will probably change tomorrow.
Probably change at midnight.
Yeah. Okay, so people are saying it's definitely blowing hard here on the south side of Fort Smith. It is.
Yeah.
It's definitely windy. In fact, I'll bring up the wind graphic here. Okay.
Current winds.
I think I was showing it. Yeah, I do. Just don't know where they are. I change my shows all the time. So let me see here. I know I've got the current winds. Where are you, winds? Did I delete them? It's possible. What? I know I had it. Oh, you know what? I think I know where it's at. Stand by. I had them in first weather. Here's the current winds right now.
Whoa.
Yeah, so getting a little stronger.
Yeah.
So here's my concern. All right, let's talk about the severe weather potential because we got some people asking about that. Is there any threat for severe weather? This is a very, very tricky question because with the models underdoing the amount of warmth, that means that because of that, they won't show any storms, essentially. There won't be any storm development. Well, that's what the Storm Prediction Center agrees with, too. In fact, here's the look at the severe weather threat. Now, a week ago, we were talking about a heightened severe weather potential.
Yeah, because it's so rare to see us in the dead center of a day 6 that far out.
A day 6 outlook went from over Arkansas and Oklahoma well to the northeast. But there is a reasoning behind that, and that's because you have those split systems, and we didn't know how they would interact with each other. So you got system number 1 that's to the north, and system number 2 that's to the southwest. And so system number 2, as it makes its way east, is going to move over us on Thursday. So that's our rain for Thursday. Now, you might remember us talking about that, but initially it looked like those two systems would merge and it would all move east. But now we've got this northern system that's missing us basically to the north, which is why the energy is more focused over the Ohio Valley. So that's the reasoning for the change in the risk. However, as Peyton and I agree, we actually thought some thunderstorms are going to develop tomorrow night.
Yeah, of
Or
course.
we
that's why we're-
think,
that's why
not
we're still in
thought.
the non-severe
Yeah.
thunderstorm.
So you look here, and the severe weather risk does clip Boone County. It also includes, northeastern Newt County and eastern Carroll County. Now, that is on the far western fringe, but I wouldn't be surprised if this gets backed up just a smidge.
Mhm.
Now, what was your thinking about thinking? What was your thinking about that?
About what the risk?
Yeah, the risk.
backed up.
Yeah, kind of go over all that, what we were just talking about.
Oh, yeah. So you kind of already explained it. How that since it's underdoing the warmth, it's going to be underdoing, the environment as a whole. It's going to be underdoing the precipitation as
Yeah.
well.
And speaking of underdoing the precipitation, a lot of models don't even have anything. So here's a look at the front that comes in. This front, by the way, means business. You gotta close that out. It's distracting, huh? So here's a look at the front that comes in tomorrow night. Now here's the thing. What? 71 at 3:00.
Smoke cap.
Yeah. Now I'm not smelling smoke.
No.
I'm smelling garbage. I'm smelling something that comes out of the sewer.
Yeah.
This is garbage forecasting. 71. We're going to be most likely 71 at like 10 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
not 71 at 3:00. This is why the model, when we go through it, well, guess what? It's not going to develop thunderstorms. Of course not. This is all it has. But tomorrow, when it realizes, oh crap, 71 is already
Yeah.
at 10 o'clock, you're getting up into the upper 70s and the 80s. It's going to change its mind. And by tomorrow, when the forecast comes out, well, then it'll show thunderstorms. The high resolution ones that update every hour. But we can't do that. We got to figure out if it's going to rain tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Cameron says data was way cool for
That's a good
today.
point. It's a good point. And I kind of wanted to look at convective temperatures when I saw that comment.
Yeah.
That's a great point because,
But-
if we reach convective temperature, there will be no cap.
But here's the problem, though. The convective temperature may be a lot higher than we think because of the drier air that comes in.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll hit convective temperature. So, Cameron, here's the problem. What the models are doing is, they're way too
81.
cool.
81 at 10 o'clock.
Oh.
So, yeah, I don't think we'll hit convective temperature.
Well, forcing is too far north, Kevin, but at the same time, there's a lot of forcing that will happen with this front that when you have temperatures in the 80s, now if the dew points are in the 30s, then you can forget about it. We
Yeah.
aren't going to get anything, which is what some of the models show, by the way. They take the dew point and they push it east so far, so fast, which is an underlying factor for the forecast. But there's a look at the front coming through, and then you see how fast it moves in, and there's just absolutely nothing behind it except for some cold air. Now, there's no doubt going to be some cold air. So we're not just forecasting off of models, we're forecasting off of intuition and knowing that the temperatures are going to be underdone. And 83 might be underdone.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe a lot of compressional warming right ahead of the front.
Yep.
And
Drier air, if you have compressional warming, you're really
Yeah,
going
you're
to
really
warm
gonna
it up
warm up.
quick. I mean, what happened in the Big Bend, Texas today? 100 degrees.
yeah,
triple
in
digits.
Killeen, Texas, in
Yeah.
the hill country, because it was sitting right on the dry line, so it was insanely dry all day. So I was able to warm up insane amount.
And there's a chance that dry air is going to be over us. We'll show you that here in just a bit. But there's a look at the 2-day forecast timeline. Let me get the camera off the screen. Big time temperature drop during the evening tomorrow. But I have my doubts personally. This doesn't make sense meteorologically, and we might need to adjust this, but it's kind of hard to do that. If the front comes in, as you'll see, at around 10, 11 o'clock at night,
Mhm.
then there wouldn't be this much of a drop, especially if we have moist air and winds kicking up still. So it almost like level off a little bit in the mid 70s and then drop off. But I know what we're doing. We're creating a gradual temperature drop until the front comes in and then it drops off dramatically. The hourly forecast is extremely difficult to make. I mean, it's
Yeah, it really is.
it's really tough, especially with this type of pattern. But we do have a capping inversion right now, Dylan. Exactly. We don't have that much instability, and our dew point's only 50 right now. So it's like way under what it was. I know. 83 in February is pathetic, ridiculous. And then 28, really, I know, Lisa, it's like super topsy-turvy weather. I mean, this is just about as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde as you can get, man.
Not a clue.
Seriously. Wow. Okay.
Not a single clue.
Why do I always come up with analogies that just make me so old? Either that or you're so young.
Yeah, I'm so young.
Someone knows Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. But anyways, that's a complete opposite. So here's a look at the front coming in. And look at this. Tuesday at 10 p.m. 55. Why are you dropping it so much, Kraft? I just flat out don't get it. It doesn't make sense. Why are you taking, like, there's no way that we're, first of all, 71. That's way underdone.
Yeah.
And then it drops it off dramatically with a southwest wind. That just doesn't make sense. So then you got the front coming in, and maybe it will be proven wrong.
Like
I don't know.
Yeah, the sun's going down. You're not going to get as much daytime heating because the sun's going down. But you still have a southwest wind. That's not going to cool it down that fast.
Now, the front is going to be tremendous. Here's a look at the temperature drop. There's no doubt by Wednesday morning, look at that, 27. So someone was asking about covering up your plants. That is one big temperature drop. Deer shows 63 right now. How about that? That's a little bit colder in the protected valley.
Yeah.
Totally Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. There you go.
No idea what that is.
That's all right. You have to do some research. That's your homework. And then look at this, wind chills in the teens. So that's pretty cold. And that, by the way, is maybe when the temperature's too warm, or maybe it's too cool because it was not cool enough,
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
Basically, what I'm saying is it wasn't warm enough. So it's dropping that temperature faster than what it probably will do. But we know the front's going to be pretty stout. Let's see what the HRRR does. So it actually shows maybe some storms popping up at about 1 o'clock. But I don't know. I have my doubts if that really does happen. Take that off.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, exactly. The trouble I see. So there's a look at right there. This system that comes in, and that's a little piece of energy. Now look at that. It's trying to develop storms. Slow down there, buddy. All right. So now the model is showing, okay, a little bit of development.
Cool your jets.
Cool your jets. We were watching some Looney Tunes not too long ago. Best cartoon ever. Daffy Duck is such a meanie, though.
Yeah.
Man. But anyways, look at that. Now that's, so once again, you're dropping it. Let's see what the HRRR has. Okay, that's a little more realistic on the temperatures, but it does drop it really fast.
I think I'm leaning towards it's coming down to the dew points. I think we're going to be
with it, but even with it dry with a wind, it doesn't drop. It's got to be
right. I'm
wind,
just saying, like the lack of precipitation.
No, I know.
Be from low dew points.
Yeah. Now check this out. This does have. Look at that. Maybe a little bit of flurries in Newton County.
I don't know about all that now.
It's not out of the question with that
not.
energy and the temperature drop, and with those clouds. By the way, since it's such a dramatic temperature drop, will be really low, and that could lead to squeezing out just maybe some flurries. And then look at that stays in the lower 40s. So pretty darn cool on Wednesday. So that's the European model. Let's look at some dew point graphics. We were kind of looking at that. So first of all, this is always overdone. It shows a dew point, first of all, of 57. So before we even look at this model,
you look at what it starts at.
Let's see what it started at. 51. 6 degrees off.
Yeah, it's not good. If that's at hour 0, think about what it'll be like at hour 24 or 48. It can be way off.
So now, basically everything is off in the forecast.
Yeah.
The development of storms, that's wrong because it shows a higher dew point than what actually is. It's amazing how much chain reaction domino effect there is to modeling. But anyways, now that you've seen that, let's look at this. So by tomorrow, late morning, it takes that moisture and it shoves it. Well, it doesn't do it until 7, 8 o'clock. but yet it still doesn't develop storms. Look at that dew point drop. So when
Yeah.
the front comes through, man, that scours out the Gulf big time, at least for a few days, which is why maybe the severe weather potential isn't all that great for tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, but next week as well. Just we'll see if those dew points return. Here is the GFS. So the GFS is underdone. It's got 47, but really it's 51. Now this takes that dew point and shoves it east pretty quick, like low 50s, 44 in Fayetteville. If there's going to be storms, it's going to be in Newton County, Boone County, which is exactly where they have the severe weather risk. And then you see it
Front is stout.
clearing out. This front is stout. There's no doubt about that. So that is the GFS model. Let's look at the European model. Load this up here real quick. Stand by. 48. So that's underdone.
So the closest thing so far.
Yeah, that's at least the closest. 57 dew point tomorrow morning, but then it drops it. Then it climbs it back up. Who knows?
That's why this is such a difficult forecast.
It's so screwy. Now here's the 3-kilometer NAM. No, there weren't tornadoes in western Oklahoma. There weren't even storms that popped up. There wasn't even a severe weather risk. Not even close.
It might have been good conditions for what's it called?
Landspout? Dust devils?
Yeah. Because if you have, I think, like alto-cumulus clouds that block out a little bit of sun, kind of sporadic, you get that great differential in like
differential heating.
Yeah, differential heating.
Yeah.
And that creates those
land spouts. Yeah, the dust whirls. Dust whirls, not dust devils.
There's probably a million names for them.
But there's a look at the front that comes in, and it does produce some precipitation. But remember, temperatures are too cool, so it probably doesn't have any storms with it. So let's look at all the energy that's coming in. I mean, there's just a ton of it. So the jet stream's really strong too. So let's look at the different pieces of energy. So this is, we got to zoom out on the wider view.
Yeah.
All right, so stand by. Select all keyframes, delete. And go to a regional national view. Okay, so here's the national view. So there's those two pieces of energy. And we knew after the Europeans started showing, okay, maybe this northern stream isn't going to catch up with the system southwest of Los Angeles, which, by the way, is the case. But look at all these little disturbances. So when the front comes in, you're telling me none of those are going to produce storms. I just have my doubts about that.
I think southwest Missouri for sure.
And Boone and Newton County.
Yeah.
Potentially.
You can see it kind of swing.
But we have to figure out if it's going to be Madison County. I mean, there's a lot of energy coming in, but then look at that low to the southwest just kind of hanging out. So, yes, next week looks interesting, but it's so far out. We'll see what happens. At this point,
it's already negatively tilted.
I would be going in western Kansas for next week Sunday. That's what I would plan at this point. Now, that system rips north, and then guess what? We might be capped again because there's no energy. So who knows? That system could be a lot farther south.
This transition from winter to spring will create a lot of tough forecasts.
So wow, look at that system coming in. That's zonal flow. One thing for sure, it's going to be active. There's no doubt about that. So let's look at the GFS here. This is the GFS forecast. So we've got two pieces of energy. They're kind of hanging out. One zips through. Definitely a stronger trough to the north. That's why the severe weather is going to happen.
Bueller.
Yep. Come on. Load up.
It hasn't been working that long. Come on. I feel like it does sometimes and it works.
Yeah. They really should have a loading window on this. All right. Oh, rain or not. I don't think there's going to be rain on it's a ways out, but there is
Sunday.
I don't know what. Oh boy. Yeah, I think it's east of that by then.
Yeah, probably.
If the NASCAR race is Sunday,
The Truck Series might have rain, maybe, which would suck because Kyle Busch is in his hometown. Doing
Yeah.
the truck races.
man.
Hey, what an ending to Atlanta.
Yeah, we were just
How
talking about that. You were talking
Man.
about that today.
It's like cars, like a three-way tie. All Kyle Busch needed to do was stick his tongue out. So we win. Exact tie.
All right, so there's a look at that system moving in, and look at that jet stream. Very, very
I see
strong.
people talking about the moon being red. Let's take a look at that.
Right now,
Yeah.
it would make sense because there's a lot of prescribed burns that are out there. By the way, that's not a blood moon. Had a question about that earlier. Blood moon is where you have a lunar eclipse.
Have any cameras looking west?
Well, problem. Yeah, you could do that one. So do Elma.
Or is it west? No.
Yeah, it is kind of already.
Where's the moon?
I don't know. You'd have to have a break. What are the ocean temperatures doing? Yeah, they're warmer, but I mean, you have La Nina that's basically setting up already. So
Really?
it's developing pretty quick. If you look at the temperatures.
That's a quick transition.
All right. I don't know though. We're going to get to the NASCAR forecast a little bit later. I'm not sure about that. I don't know when the race is either. But let's look here.
I can't find the moon. I'll take their word for it.
It might be directly overhead because it's pretty close to a full moon. So,
Oh yeah.
and you won't be able to see it directly overhead. You can't tilt up that much.
Oh.
Yeah,
I can kind of see it.
you can. Oh yeah.
Whoa. Probably kind of smoky.
Yeah, it's all the smoke that's out there. All right, so let's look here. Sorry, I know you're bouncing around here, setting this up for you. All right, so let's look out west. This is according to the European major system. My goodness, look at that. That's going to be another major flooding, landslide, snowstorm.
Yeah.
All that is coming for the West Coast next weekend. So, but that makes sense, which typically spells at least potential for severe weather. Now there's Sunday, and see how it moves out. So I think it will be dry for Sunday, according to this. Of course, if it slows down, it's a different story. Saturday is going to be trouble, though. Saturday is going to be rainy, but then the trough moves east.
Trucks are probably going to be delayed.
Look at that. That's a pretty strong system right there that could bring thunderstorm potential for Kansas. But, ooh, and then there's Sunday night into Monday morning.
Going to be a pretty interesting system.
Yep.
There's a lot. Of course, we know we're a couple of days, a week out, so a lot can change.
It can. So anyways, I think that's it. I think we covered everything. Covered the front coming through. Let's see what the European does for the front. Whew. There you go.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty stout. Thankfully, though, for the first days of meteorological spring.
Now, see, this makes
Just to
sense.
warm up.
The European has 70 degrees at 10 o'clock. That makes sense. Which
And
is
the
why the European even has developing thunderstorms, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Watch this. See? Right there. It's not a lot. Remember, it's not high res, but eastern sections of the weather coverage area getting clipped by some thunderstorms. I'll be real interested to see what happens with this system. But anyways, later it was redder, but now it's not. Alex Bogard's asking. So, meteorologist name. I thought it was Mike Sesko, and it wasn't Alexander Williams. It was actually before that. It was a different meteorologist who is not working with us anymore by the name of Melissa. So, you might get the idea on that. I don't think we have anything else to show. Oh, I did want to show this. This is the 850 temps. Look at this cold air that plunges south, but it's just a glancing blow. So after it moves in, it moves out, and then look
Out
at
pretty
how
fast.
quick we warm again. And I do believe
That's
that.
nice. Let's go.
That's warming, but then at the same time, that could lead to thunderstorm potential. Now that is where you get warm to cold, and that's why we got to watch next weekend close.
Mhm.
Yep, exactly, Alex. You got it.
Why isn't there frozen precip in the forecast?
What's
It's
that?
not going to be below freezing. Alex,
Oh,
why isn't there any frozen precip?
because there's no energy that will produce a lot of it. I think if we see flurries, it would be mainly, you know,
I don't think it's going to be cold enough
Wednesday
with the
morning.
precipitation.
Now, this is definitely a sign of an active stormy March, early part of March. Whenever you get very warm in the East Coast,
Yeah.
very cool in the West Coast, what does that tell you? That tells you essentially that you have this type of jet stream pattern. So you got troughing out on the West Coast,
Mhm.
and you got a ridging on the East Coast. So what that does is that leads to some tremendous thunderstorm
Go to
potential.
the precipitation.
Yep.
Now look.
I already did. I already looked at it, and it is above normal precipitation expected.
Never mind.
What? What? It changed it.
Change the banner.
Yeah. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. Timeout.
Right after the break.
What is it doing? Did they mess up with the data set? They may have messed up with the.
I don't know. I have to zoom out.
Yep.
Oh, brother.
It's not loading. Nothing's loading on that. Let's see. There it goes. Finally.
Man.
Yeah, it's above normal precip.
Yeah.
So that's the 6 to 10 day, and then the 8 to 14 day also has precip. That's above normal.
Nice. Meteorological spring. We're gonna have a La Nina spring, maybe.
AT&T glitch. That's
Boy, if
right.
we have a La Nina spring,
yeah, it's
better
gonna
get some more Baja Blast.
yeah, it's gonna be pretty active. All right. Well, I think that about covers it. So
Yeah.
a few things to watch for tomorrow. Just how warm it gets. We
How
think
windy
it's
gonna be.
yeah, how windy it's going to be, and how quick that dry line makes its way east. So
That's gonna determine that storm potential is how fast that dry line moves.
some spots are going to be, I think, very dry. Western Benton County, I think, will clear out the dew points. Eastern Oklahoma will, which is why the fire danger is there. And then we have the potential for thunderstorms that pop up along the front. So I don't think Rogers sees severe weather. If it does, it'll be very, very brief, and then it'll move out.
I don't think
So-
anyone's gonna have severe thunderstorm warning. I think a good thunderstorm or two are possible. Good strong storm.
Now, tornado threat is definitely off the table, and basically because the cold front is moving in so fast, it's going to undercut the storms.
Yeah.
For us, farther east, the front won't move quite as fast for them, and the storms are going to be moving east too. So all that will be a little bit greater of a severe weather potential. Once again, we'll show you that severe weather threat. And yes, there is still a severe weather threat. It's just obviously well east of us. And so that risk shifted. What used to be over us has now shifted east. Something to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And then the day one, not updated yet. That's out west. But just to show Alex that there wasn't really anything that popped up, we can go back. There wasn't even a storm.
Could have been dust devils. That's what I think.
Might have been.
As warm
Those
as
are
they
fun
were.
to chase. I like to drive right through those.
You
You still have yet to
oh,
try a Baja Blast.
We gotta go with the soda first. The soda first.
I like the freezies, man.
I do like the freeze, but you gotta try the soda first.
I don't even think this system deserves the Magic 8 Ball.
No.
No. And it's annoying too. Can it shift back to us? It can always do that. I mean, there can always be changes. There can always be, never say never to the weather.
Yeah, we'll see at what, midnight?
Yeah. I don't think it'll initially shift back over us because remember all those models, all they're showing is temperatures in the low to mid 70s tomorrow.
I think at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon is when it'll probably shift a little bit
Like the 2,
back towards us. Yeah.
the
2 o'clock,
20Z.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Did y'all see the fires? No.
The prescribed burns.
Yeah, we saw the prescribed burns.
Yeah.
And that's bringing all that smoke into the area. But they've stopped the prescribed burns now. The winds are picking up. Those are over and done with, and there won't be any prescribed burns tomorrow.
Nope.
I can guarantee you that because there's so many burn bans that are in effect. So one last look at this. Billy Wade, by the way. Is this the same Billy Wade that lives in Southwest Missouri? There was 4 wildfires earlier. Really? It'll be all day windy. Yep. And it's going to start basically in the morning and kick up really during the late morning.
I smoked meat when it was windy.
Yeah.
We just did it on our porch. It's kind of protected.
Baseball team plays tomorrow. That'll be warm. That'll be a warm game,
Nice.
finally. But a south wind will prevent a lot of balls from going out over the fence, going yard. Not sure which one of you. Oh, for Chasers. If you want to see tornadoes, northeast.
Northeast Illinois. Yeah.
Yep, Felicity will be much better.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely makes sense. Texas wildfires. No, I didn't get to see those. It's kind of hard to see. Winds are whipping up good in Lavaca, so the wind's picking up out there, which is a sign that you got a weather system on the way. And the thing is surprises can happen when you have these big of systems. They can. They just can. Surprises can happen. So we try to account for those surprises, knowing at what. Dan Scott, bring him to judge meat.
Yeah, just get that barbecue competition. Meat judging competition.
Well, we just did, Tulio. We talked about early March and how there's going to be a stormy weather pattern, but we can't go into specifics for the same reason that this system tomorrow was supposed to be pretty serious over us, and now it's way east of us. So, okay, we'll check out News Channel 10 Amarillo. That's where I used to be. Used to be in Amarillo. Let's see if we can see anything on the Viz. But of course, it's going to be too cloudy, I think.
Maybe.
Let's check it out. Maybe
probably during the day.
Something. Or I'm going to bring this up. Yeah, it was during the day. I hope it's not near. Look at this, man. High wind warnings. Yeah, so it is a strong system.
Whoa.
You don't normally see that for the Texas Panhandle. High wind
warnings. I was about
warnings.
to say, because normally their winds are pretty high.
Yeah.
So to get a high wind warning
for them,
Panhandle,
that's pretty serious.
Something.
So let's see here. Let's load up the low res and let's see, first of all, if we can see anything. Obviously, we got to go back the last 12 hours. Oh, we might be able to see it. Man, this thing is so slow now.
Yeah.
I want to go back. Those aren't wildfires.
That is.
What?
You see it? Right there, just north of Amarillo.
No, I don't think so.
What are you talking about?
Look at the clouds.
I see stuff coming out of the ground. The smoke.
Those are high clouds. Watch. Look. I'll load. I haven't loaded up the satellite data yet.
Yeah, so
you know what? Scrap this.
Let's go to screen share, COD meteorology.
Yep. That's what we're going to do. Scrap that trash.
You gotta go like 200 frames.
Yeah. Man. See, you see what I mean? See how I move? That's
Thought I saw some smoke under there. Yeah.
now that is
right, that's what I
I
was
see
talking
it
about.
right there. Yep.
We can go to like
Yeah, I'll do
true color or
local.
natural color.
Yeah. Wow, what is going on here? System is so unbelievably slow.
I guess you're not sharing yet, right?
No, I'm not yet. Because I'm just letting it load. Oh yeah, I see those fires. Yep. Yeah, that's a pretty bad one. Yep. And then we'll bring up the other ones too. So let me stop that. Definitely see those. All right. So let me, because this isn't loading for a darn.
Nope.
Right there, you can see them though. That's when the dry line moves east and when it clears out. So let me show you real quick. No, if there were tornadoes, they had to be fire nados. There's no severe weather. There was no thunderstorms. Now there could be pyrocumulus clouds, but I don't see that. Well, there's something right there. You can almost see an overshooting top. So, anyways, if they would, they would be fire nados, but not tornadoes. Or fire whirls, as they're called. So look, right there, you can see fires, and I'll show you how you know that because you can see them originating from a certain location. Here's another one that started, and then you got another one that started here. Now this is the big one right here. So let's go put some mapping on here. Product overlays. Let's go to mapping. Let's go to U.S. interstates. Let's put some counties on there. Station IDs. So, oh wow, that's really close to Pampa. There's Pampa right there. That's border. Yeah, that's pretty nasty, man. That's a big fire. So if we go to
natural color
fire, you can really see it. Yeah. Oh yeah. See those hot spots? So there's a couple of those hot spots right there. There's one that's north of border. There's Pampa. There's one south of Pampa. Boy, whoa. Did that?
Another one that starts.
Yeah, another one right
that really
there
spread
too.
out. Whoa.
Holy smokes. That is some
pretty
wicked stuff. I didn't even know about that.
No.
Whoa. Yeah, you weren't kidding, Billy. That's a very good point. That's some bad fires. Wow. Yeah. Dumas, yeah. Ooh, man.
Whoa. Yeah, there were some pyrocumulus clouds.
But no, were there tornadoes?
No, I don't see any photos yet.
Wow. Okay, so back to this. We're showing you this. So this is the fire danger that happened. Whoa. Yeah, maybe dust devils. Those are not. Oh no, the biggest one was in Lee Fours. I should call Jason Boggs, my friend. Holy cow! Hold on.
Where's that at?
Lee Fours. It's just north. It's right over here.
Oh, White Deer.
It's right there.
Oh.
So Lee Fours. So here's the deal. Some big fires, man. I'm gonna go back to this and show you. You can see the hot spots. Look at this sucker spread. So the orange is where it spreads, and there's the one at Lee Fours. Oh, I hope that didn't burn his house down. Holy cow. Man, I'm calling Jason right now.
You still live there?
Yeah,
Okay.
he does. Jason Boggs, I got you on Facebook Live right now. On Facebook
Okay.
Live, and is your house okay?
My house is okay. When I was coming back from Albuquerque today, and as soon as I got home, I went out to cover the fire for the TV station Amarillo, and the closest that I got to LaFours was about a mile to a mile and a half to the south and southwest of LaFours.
Okay.
So yep.
What about that fire north? It looked like it swallowed up one of those towns.
And the fire north started just east of Stinnett. I don't remember the north and south road that goes through Borger and then Stinnett. I've gone down that road a million times, but I can't remember the number.
Yeah.
But anyway, it started just east of Stinnett, and then of course with the southwest winds, it just kind of got into I guess maybe parts of the river valley there.
Yeah.
And it's
The
headed,
Canadian River Valley. Yeah.
yeah, the Canadian River Valley, and it was headed towards Canadian for a while until the kind of the atmosphere decoupled and
Okay. And
the
stopped
wind kind of-
spreading, huh?
Yeah, but tomorrow, especially tomorrow, like today, the wind is going to be up pretty good, gusting to probably at least 60, maybe more, and maybe 70.
What is KBPC? What's the identifier for that? Do you know?
KBTC,
KBPC.
BPC.
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't either.
No, I don't.
I don't. That's what it's
Yeah.
got. HMF for Canadian. I know that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, there's still a lot of fire crews in the area. There's still a lot of hot spots.
yeah, there are. I'm seeing them on satellite. So,
Yeah.
well, I'm
yeah.
glad your location wasn't burnt, man. That's
Thank you.
crazy.
Yeah, we didn't have mandatory evacuations. They had they want evacuate if you want to, but you don't have to. So see what happens
Hooker,
tomorrow.
Oklahoma's fine. We got a question from Lisa saying, didn't know about this. Mom not answering. She's probably asleep. Hooker, Oklahoma's fine. Were there any
Yeah.
fire nados or fire whirls that happened?
I didn't see any, not at the location that I was at. No.
Okay. Did
no, saw a
anybody
lot of-
did anybody see those at all today?
I haven't heard of any. No.
Okay.
I haven't seen any posted on Facebook or anything. No.
Okay.
But yeah, by far that Hutchinson County fire east of Stinnett it's the big dog of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, you could tell.
Unfortunately, yeah, we're in fire season, so we're going to probably unfortunately get more of this.
The fire season back in 2008 was pretty tremendous, and that's when we
Yes.
had a tremendous severe weather season for us. Was
Yeah.
2008. Arkansas in 2008, 2011 saw some of the most tornadoes on record. And I
Right.
remember the fires were a bigger story in the Texas Panhandle than it was here, than the tornado season. So
Right. Yeah. We haven't got much snow this year. We've got a little ground cover, but we've got a couple of pretty good rains. But
yeah,
the thing is we got up to, I think, maybe 84, 85 today. So, when that ground is moist, a lot of people don't know. They ask me, why we've got a lot of rain lately. Why are we getting wildfires? Well, when that heat rises, of course, that holds less moisture.
mm-hmm.
And then that wind along with it, moving at 50, 60, 70 miles an hour, it just dries that fuel out so quick that
You're gonna dry everything out.
The rain
Yeah.
every couple of weeks just can't keep up.
Definitely
Yeah.
see those hot spots,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yep. So I'm gonna fix to go to bed and get ready for tomorrow because it's probably gonna be just as bad or worse. I hope not. Hope I'm wrong.
Yeah. I hope so
Yeah.
too, but it looks like that dry line will still be west.
Yeah.
East of you. You'll be west of the dry line. We're
Right,
wondering if
right.
there's going to be storm potential at all or anything popping up. So,
Yeah, I don't know.
KBPC is Pampa, Texas.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Did not know
But
that.
that's not. Then the mapping's not right.
Because I always saw Pampa as KPPA.
That's not the right mapping.
Yeah,
Though.
that's Pampa.
Yeah.
KPPA.
PPA is Pampa.
Right.
Yeah. But what the heck is Look it up.
It's at that airport.
KBPC. Is that it?
Yeah.
BPC. Yeah, wouldn't know.
What's east of Stinnett?
Oh.
In Roberts County.
It's not Miami.
No,
It's in that same county. Though.
it's in that same
Is it gonna
county.
be- Oh, is
Northwest.
it going to be? That's going to be.
It's right
That's
south
what-
of the Canadian River. That's probably
Yeah.
that location
It's like
right
this little
there.
Is
airport.
that Groover?
I don't know. Type in
I think that might-
KBPC. Let's
I
see.
think that might be Groover.
Like to find out.
Yeah.
It's not Canadian. Nope.
No, it's not Canadian.
Canadian's in the county east of that.
Right.
Again, I'm going to show you what we're looking at here. So, here, let me go back to StreamYard real fast.
Mesa Vista.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a ranch.
Mesa Vista.
It's a ranch. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
look, here's Mega Doppler. This is where the fire is. Thankfully, fairly rural, isn't it? Boy, that
Yeah.
fire didn't have much population that was impacted except for Canadian.
Yeah. Now, if that fire sparks up again tomorrow and we get those winds, then Canadians definitely going to be, right in the target of
Yep.
that fire.
If they don't contain it, right?
Exactly. And a lot of that river valley, it's hard to get fire equipment and stuff down, along that riverbed just because of the sand and the trees and the brush. And all
Yeah,
that
the
stuff.
terrain.
There's not a lot
Yeah.
of- there's not a lot of county roads and stuff that they can maneuver down in there. So it may be tough to put out.
So this is what we're looking at here. This is here, I'm gonna go here. We're gonna bring this up full. So there's a look at the fire, which is in Roberts County. The majority of it was in Hutchinson and Roberts County.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that. And then look, that locator that we were looking for, which is basically right here, KBPC, I'll put something else on there so you can see it. That's that Mesa Verde. What is it?
Mesa Vista.
Mesa Vista Ranch. Okay. It's a weird locator that they have. But anyways,
Yeah.
well, that place got burnt.
Yeah.
That was
I think so.
exactly where that was. That
Yeah,
fire.
I know exactly where that is too. It's on the west side of Highway 70.
That's exactly where it is. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been up and down that road a few times chasing storms.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
exactly where it is. I just didn't know what the locator.
Same here with the wife too. So are they gonna fly? Are they gonna drop water from planes? You think?
Here's the thing: is
Yeah.
today,
Windy, too windy.
since that fire was the biggest one in the Panhandle, that's where they had all of their airplanes today. There wasn't any here at LaFours or the Pampa area. That was all up in Hutchinson County.
Yeah.
So they'll probably the same song and dance tomorrow. Who knows?
These weather apps are unreliable, and if you watch our Facebook Live, you'll see exactly why. They're terrible on temperatures. The models are terrible, way too cool, and so just way too much uncertainty. Yeah, models are. Can they fly? They can't fly in 60, 70 mile an hour winds to drop those fuel retardants, can they? Fire retardants?
I think the bigger ones can, not the little
Okay.
like the crop duster kind. But yeah, some of the bigger. I don't know what model airplane they are.
Yeah.
They can. They'll be able to.
That would be a rough flight, though. Man.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it would. Yeah.
All right, Big J. Well, we will catch you
Okay.
later, man. You have a good one.
All right, sounds good, Big Dan.
Ta-
Talk to you later.
Take care, man. Glad you're safe.
Okay.
Glad your
All
house
right.
is okay. That was close.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, later, man.
All right.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
That's my former storm chasing partner.
Nice.
Yeah,
Guy.
We've
who
seen a
Campo
lot of-
tornado.
we saw the Campo, Colorado tornado.
Nice.
Yep. That was my friend. Damn, we're close. So I'm like, we're good. But yeah, that was fun. All right, well, that covers it. That's everything. Thanks, Billy, by the way, for that heads up. I did
Yeah.
not
We'll probably be able to see the scarring
Did not even know it.
tomorrow on
Yeah.
satellite.
know. That's big fire though. All right, guys, take care. We'll see what happens. Do we have the new risk before we shut her down? Sometimes they'll issue it ahead of time. Sometimes they do.
I don't know.
Let's see. Nope, not yet. Not yet. Not updated yet. All right. See you guys. Bye, Alex. Thank you, Billy. See you, Lisa. Prayers for everyone for sure. There you go. Stopped 7 miles west of Canadian. Looked like it. The risk will be updated here in 20 minutes. So don't want to stay on that long though. Time to go home.
Yeah. Sleep.
All right. Enjoy that front tomorrow. We'll be on. We'll let you know. Maybe the storms pop up. If they do, we'll be ready for them. That's all we can say. So, all right. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. God bless. Have a great night. We'll see you.